Hi, my name is Gibson, and I'm the creator of the Personal Development School. This is your daily breakthrough video, and in this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about how to really characterize the overall quality of your relationship right now, if you're in one, or if you're not, how to look at past relationships and sort of determine the quality of things that are really important to decide if you're at a place where you are really fulfilled, or to decide if you're at a place where there are things you want to work on. And through these questions, to be able to identify more clearly and specifically what those areas to work on might be, so that you can use some action steps and strategies to request that you work on these things in your relationship itself. So I'm going to go through a few key questions here, and these questions should help you be able to identify, like, hey, how fulfilled am I in these areas? And if there's an area I'm lacking, what do I need to work on? With that being said, the very first question is, do I feel seen and heard by my partner? This is a really important quality to have in a healthy, thriving relationship, especially in a relationship that lasts. And in my opinion, this should be a really strong two-way street. We're going to have imperfections. We're going to have moments where one party feels off or is tired or is more shut down. But as a general rule, do I feel seen and heard in my relationship? Do I feel like there is this two-way street? Do I feel like there's a connection? And do I feel like the things that I am saying really matter? Now, the reason I put this in here is because we have a really, really in-depth study from the Gottman Institute that discusses the importance of a partner in a romantic partnership being able to pay attention to bids that the other partner makes and vice versa. So when somebody's trying to get the other partner's attention by sharing something, by saying like, hey, look at how pretty it is outside, or, oh, did you hear what just happened? You know, if somebody just ignores and makes somebody feel unseen and unheard, or if we look at things like somebody's emotions feeling unseen and unheard, somebody's boundaries feeling unseen or unheard, all of these things have a massive negative and detrimental impact to a relationship. So this is a first very important thing to start off with. Another thing is, do I feel comfortable sharing vulnerable things with my partner? Vulnerability is one of the most important dynamics that we need to have in order to progress past the power struggle stage of a relationship. The power struggle stage is literally characterized by acceptance and vulnerability, and us being able to open up and share things. And it's what moves the needle from more conditional love and infatuation-based love to more unconditional love, more I am accepting you for your flaws, your faults, your pain points, and I'm here to support you through those things, and I love you anyways kind of love. So this is really, really important. And if it helps you too, you can score some of these things from 1 to 10 if you'd like, and sort of see like which areas do I score kind of low on the 10 scale. And then these are the areas I would want to target and communicate that I want to have in this relationship as a whole. Our next one is, do I still learn new things about my partner? Now, this is more so for like our longer term relationships, but I think it's really important that we recognize that we are either growing together or growing apart. And this is sort of happening at all times. And so when we are putting that effort in to ask deep questions, to open up understanding of what somebody's going through, think of how much you change as a person over just a couple of years, let alone over the course of 5 years, 10 years, 2 decades, right? So many things can be challenging within that period of time if we've grown this way and our partner's grown this way, and we haven't done the work to really like find where we meet in the middle, and find like, you know, who we are and who that person is as we're becoming new things. It's part of like what will really maintain that connection. And that gets maintained through questions and depth, and really us trying to constantly get to know somebody on a regular basis. My next question is, do I feel safe with my partner? And I don't necessarily just mean like physically safe. Of course, that's like of the utmost importance. And hopefully that goes without saying, but like emotionally safe. Do I feel comfortable being around them? Do I feel comfortable being myself around them? Or am I walking on eggshells? I've seen a lot of relationships long-term where somebody's people pleasing too much. They are maybe being put down by their partner in indirect ways and covert forms. And they're not realizing how much they feel the need to just walk on eggshells all the time. And that's really painful and difficult. And so it's extremely important to be able to speak up and you know, be yourself and feel comfortable and safe being yourself around your partner, being in your authentic space with this person, so that you keep feeling like you can truly have the relationship to yourself and have a relationship to somebody else simultaneously without those things threatening one another. Another really powerful question is, do I trust my partner? Of course, this is of the utmost importance. And I think sometimes I've seen many relationships over the years where somebody is not really in a place where they truly trust their partner. And that can be really problematic. Like, we usually have relationships without trust appear as really strongly infatuation-based relationships that progress into the big roller coaster as you get into the power struggle stage. That as much as there's this care in those relationships and this chemistry that can take place and this excitement, there's so many lows that eventually end up outweighing the highs if the trust isn't repaired or worked on. And by the way, we are doing a 14-day open free trial to the personal development school. And if you want to work on trust, you can work on the rebuilding broken trust and overcoming jealousy course. You'll be able to finish at least one course within that 14-day period if you have about 20 or so minutes a night. And you can check out all the things we have in there, the webinars, the workbooks, the group community and social events that we have on a regular basis. There's all kinds of cool stuff in there. So you can check that out for free for 14 days. It's just a one-off just for this month. And again, the link in the description box below. The next major thing in here is, am I comfortable having different opinions than my partner? Am I okay not always having to be on the same page? And are we comfortable working through the things that we disagree upon? That's sort of my next one. So we can put them together. They kind of go hand in hand. But my next one is like, do we have the ability to properly move through conflict in a way that actually creates resolution? Because when we don't, we just we keep going through these same cycles of feeling frustrated and then repressing and then trying to pretend like it's okay and move on. But really that resentment tank is just really filling up. And also that the prior one is, am I comfortable disagreeing with my partner? Or am I in a place where I'm just not being myself again, right? In that sense, I'm self-abandoning because I'm people pleasing. I'm not sharing my truth, not sharing what's going on inside of me. So a really, really important thing to pay attention to. And our final major question in here, of course, we could come up with so many other ones as a whole, but do I feel like my boundaries are respected, my needs are respected, and do I feel loved in this relationship? So I guess we kind of have three minor questions in one, but us just really being able to tune in and feel like what I'm saying matters to my partner, what I'm not okay with is respected by my partner, and as a result of feeling like I can be vulnerable, be all these different things, I feel like I am receiving love in this relationship. So as I mentioned, if you want to score yourself, see what seems to be missing, see where you may want to do a deeper dive into in this, from the questions that stood out to you as having things missing, then this is a great tool to sort of do a deep dive into and see what important qualities are there in a securely attached relationship. And I hope this all makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.